Happy New Year's live chat for Friday, December 30th, 2022. Hey everyone, this is my channel to help investors and traders develop a probability-based mindset to succeed. Also try and keep friends informed of what's going on in the markets and the economy, and also a little real estate content as well. This is Dan Max at eXp Realty, aka the Trading Agent, and this is just a live market chat review for Friday, December 30th, 2022. It's been an amazing year. Just wanted to say thank you for all the friends, followers, subscribers, the family, whatever you want to call it, Discord room, everybody. I appreciate all your love, support, generous donations. It really means a lot for me and my family, helps us out, helps grow the channel. And again, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. I'm just very proud of what we're building here. I know a lot of people have picked up so much so quickly and still have a lot to learn, and they're humble about that. And that's what's super appreciated. People understand that. Like, this is a journey. You know, this isn't just one quick stop, you know, along the way. It's an evolution of growth. And so I just want to talk about that, and then also talk about the charts. So what we expect going into the new year, 2023. So I would start off just saying, be humble, be thoughtful, stay grounded. People who have not experienced chop through the perspectives that they're seeing now, it's a little different, right? You know, you don't always expect chop, but keep in mind the market does this. So now that you have the spatial awareness, mental awareness, whatever, to see how all this works from the perspective of how the market makers play games, hopefully it's helping a lot of people out, kind of stay grounded, be in the right place, and hopefully move forward in their trading careers. I'm hoping 2023 is going to be great. So again, I appreciate all the follows, subscribes, the donations, just everything to be involved, because it pushes me to want to teach more. Because what we say, the student is ready, the teacher appears. Let's get into it. Again, if you're following, please check out Twitter. I'm keeping people up to date. Not everyone can make it into the Discord room. It gets too crazy with two new people. I love like people kind of working their way in, seeing how things are going, if they're really committed to wanting to learn. Let's run through things real quick. Bitcoin, nothing. Nat gas holding at support. Keep an eye on that. Oil, we've talked about, market is going to not roll over if oil is holding up. Oil is a sign of economic demand. Would we not all agree? Seems to be holding up considering everything that's gone on in the last couple of weeks. Oil's holding up. Let's get into stocks. Again, trying to make this quick, and just then I'll get into what I'm up to. SPY, we took profits yesterday, not on everything, partial, and then went shopping this morning, said watch the 82, 383 area first for support, right? Well, obviously the future's open. We opened down by the next support, 380. Great, perfect. Went shopping, talked about, you know, multiple times 2-day ranges, multi-day ranges. Here you go. I mean, it was really, sometimes it's just that easy, right? You talk about multi-day ranges, right? If you're hung around this channel at all, you get really comfortable with understanding that. Well, here you go. Certain things are hitting their own little ranges, but let's just kind of go through the videotape, right? Let's just break it down real quick as the intraday stuff for folks. The dollar, I mean, not really taking out new highs or new lows, doesn't really look like it's going anywhere. So for bears, that to me is just, again, dollar volatility. That's all we'll be watching. TLT has me a slight bit nervous for bulls in the market, because we need to see the TLT just gradually rise back up, because if this year has been market, TLT look very similar, and meaning bonds and stocks have performed both pretty poorly this year. We'll see if that changes going into next year, and I would think the market would like lower rates. Now again, we talk about 2008, 2009 market crash, rates went lower. Is that possible? I mean, with what we're seeing, yeah. But right now, it's tough to know. So assuming if the market rises and TLT holds here, that would be a good sign for me at this point. We have to assume what we know from the past. And again, it can change, hence humility. The VIX, a lot of people getting excited about the market, about dumping, and it's like, VIX is just playing games with your heart. And now, again, we've talked about the repeating patterns. If you go look at last year, you had the drop on the VIX into middle of January. Remember, the January effect, Santa Claus rally. I like to combine the two because they literally lead to the same, it's one whole move, right? Hopefully that makes sense, because I think a lot of people misunderstand what we're talking about when it comes to, all right, what is this Santa Claus rally? What is the January effect? Well, again, Stock Trader's Almanac. I list that link. It's always in the description below for all of my videos. It is obviously one of the best things. It's like the Farmer's Almanac, helps you know the seasons, knows what the potentialities of when to plant and when all that stuff. Bottom line, the stock market almanacs are very similar. It doesn't give you exactness, but it gives you seasonality, fund flows, why things happen the way they do. So it's a very useful tool. So back to the SPY. I think we either pin to 380, because remember, there's a lot of yearly options that expire. People forget about this. It's like another OPEX, decent size OPEX. But the next thing I'd be watching, in my opinion, is I think you're going to get that rally to close. You got a multi-day range. You made higher highs off of the lows from Wednesday, right? So here you go. If this is a 2-day range, it should close somewhere up. Or at worst, 380. That's kind of the bottom line, in my opinion. QQQ. Now, this is getting a little interesting because it seems to be acting better. Right? Look at this. Right? Like, this QQQ's been slaughtered. Well, no one's going to just argue that. Right? Now, again, tech long-term, no. Don't even go there. I mean, trade it. Trade it. But you got a nice 2-day range. 263, talked about it. I mean, it actually looks better than the SPY, right? Right? I mean, I guess they both look okay. I think the Qs look better, personally. Because look at this. I mean, the high of the candle. Whatever. Doesn't look bad. IWM. Talked about leading and holding up. Well, IWM's holding up. Look at this. 173. So looks okay. Just tracking through things. Gold, again, I don't have a play on this. If it goes higher, great. I own physical. I recommended people own physical. Buy it all last year. Hopefully you got your self-worth. You got your big dog amount. Because I think in time, and I am been on record for this for what seems like forever. Because anticipating it, it's just what day, when does it start? Monthly cup and handle. We talked about the handle playing out. Really wanted to see 147s. Well, guess what? We only got to 151 and change. A greedy bastard, Dan. Should have gone all in at the lows. Well, again, I'm not shorting this. The 20-month was resistance, kind of holding right at it. I have no position in the metals and miners. When I go back to the daily, again, if the market's holding up, gold should hold up too. People don't understand that. Like, same thing with silver. Good old silver looks okay. Miners, just making this quick, boom, looks okay. But lagging, remember, they typically lead. We'll see. But high and tight, I mean, you would really need to see break of this range lows for me to get like, ooh, bye-bye. Adios, miners. Same thing with GDXJ, I would say, somewhere in like the 34s. Whatever, moving right along. Let's get into, like, again, here, XOP, right? Let's get into some of the names I'm watching. This looks strong, chopping out. Making higher lows. Oil and gas going to rise. Oil's holding up. Gas, not so much, but that's the UNG. This looks pretty strong. Again, if the market's going to roll over, why the hell is oil starting to creep up? Nat gas, remember, UNG deteriorating, but it seems like every day someone's buying it. I just don't know when it's going to turn, and that just sucks. I mean, you got, it looks like the floor is going to hold on the nat gas futures, but that doesn't necessarily mean nat gas, UNG will hold up. ExxonMobil, again, things that aren't bearish. Looks strong, about to roll up. Possibly. TAN, man, I think we missed the solar top. Congratulations if you are short. I still think now you're probably due for a bounce. I'd be watching this 78 level. Really was, again, sometimes I go on vacation, expect some chop. Shit happens. Holding now at range lows. I wouldn't short these names. Personally, I think they've got taken to the woodshed. Not even woodshed, but, like a completed ABC pattern, Gartley pattern. You're probably going to hold somewhere around here near the hold highs, 145. Easy money is not to short. Good old the fruit, Apple. Let's try to run through this quick. Apple holding. We talked about this being capitulatory. Even though the volume wasn't huge, but major support down here. Held. Everybody knows Apple's numbers are not going to be good. So remember, just like Tesla 2 days ago, once the world acknowledges how bad something is, the market prices it in. What do you think the market was pricing it in Apple when it went from 150 down to 126, 125s? Potentially. I mean, it's logical. Let's speaking of the devil, Tesla hit our upside target for the near term, but look at that action. High and tight. High and tight is not bearish. Remember, this is capitulatory. Now, does it have to come back down and fill the gap? I don't know. I want more shares. I mean, again, I hate V bottoms, V tops. I like multi-day patterns. Love to see a pullback. Love to see a pullback would add with a tight stop. People, again, how stupid are you to get bearish? It goes from 315 down to 110, 107, whatever the hell the bottom is. I mean, we were buying, picking up in the 108 to 110 range. Wish it would have gotten more, but again, I'm not a long-term bull, but this is just, again, the media is tricking people, getting people to do, people taking out home equity lines to buy Tesla puts. I mean, I'm seeing just the craziest, stupidest stuff out there, and it's like, yeah, that's the extreme, because that's no different. Pretend at the highs, like with Bitcoin. Do you not remember when like Bitcoin was getting to the highs and people were like, oh, I'm putting every single penny into it? Good. That's what the media projects you should do at the highs and the lows. Roblox, heck yeah, starting it. Hoping this is the squeeze. Hoping this is a squeeze, right? Like drop down mid-December. Hopefully it can get a little rally. See, even up to 30, I'll be happy. Trying to watch even Netflix, man. If you got into this, 2 days ago, again, things that aren't bearish. I mean, the market looks like it's kind of just playing what it's going to do, right? It's going to do what it's going to do. It doesn't look terrible. Getting to some of the material names that we're watching. CF, I know this has been a big disappointment. This is where layering in and just managing your losses and not going all in at the first, talked about getting in the 90. Didn't really get anything, like real juice. Was hoping that was it. And just been adding a little bit here and there. Haven't added any today because I think I got my fill. But I'm looking at Mosaic. Added that today in the mid 43s. They guided up. Or they guided fine. I can't remember what they expected. But again, here you go. Remember, what is one of my favorite patterns? The left-right combo. With cheese. Big red. Doji, come on. Turn into a big green, you son of a biscuit. And if that's the case, then CF should probably rally too. We not agree? Will we not agree? So, keep an eye on it. Again, I think materials are going to be fine. AA, adding here at the 20-day and below. Again, if you took some profits yesterday, great. Now you're getting some pullbacks. Is it going to dump and turn over? Probably not. The chart looks actually really good. So, at this point, what's the exact price? Oh, what are you buying? What's the exact best price? I don't know. I mean, I thought 43.70 was pretty good. Oh, but it's at 45 or 45.70. Full 45.31, even better. Again, just layering in, layering out. Took profits. If it drops more, I'll add more. If not, I'll keep riding it. Financials, again, stupid ass JP Morgan. Oh, Morgan's about to roll over. Look at this son of a bitch. Ripping higher. Look at some of these other names. I mean, we talk about this stuff, man. FedEx. The market's about to die. Why is this thing holding up? Right? It doesn't look terrible to me. It looks like it's just basing. Good old Boeing. David Boeing. No. Does this look bearish? No. Now, again, this could all change at any moment. Caterpillar. No, making new highs. No, Jerry. No, I mean, I'm just trying to call it like it is, y'all. So I'm going to wrap this up. Try to make it quick. I hope this kind of stuff helps. Again, I appreciate the likes, the subscribes. Hit the alert bell so you know when we're up to. Any generous donation is thoughtful. Appreciate it. Now, again, I always tell people, you don't have to do that. Trading takes care of itself. I appreciate when people realize that the education they're getting is saving their tuition bill from being 7 figures like mine, and which is usually going to be high for everybody because 95% of traders fail. And you feel like, hey, you're getting a lot of help here. Because again, I made this joke in the Discord room, and I know how because this is how I was. When I used to pay for subscriptions, I'd take everything dead serious that it was the most important thing and wouldn't for a minute doubt it. But if something's free, people are like, maybe it's not that serious. Okay. Well, I'm just telling you right now, if you have the thought process to appreciate and you see that this stuff is working, you know it's gold. It's liquid gold. I mean, it's trying to help you out, trying to make you a better trader, trying to give you insights from somebody who's done everything stupid 1,000 times and tried to learn from it, tried to somehow mitigate losses and manage their positions to survive. Because that's what it is. Like, there's like this what I would consider, again, I'll end up with this, like this learning curve. Like, you're just, all right, let winners take care of themselves, but how do I just minimize loss? How do I minimize loss? How do I get something to fit my personality? How do I keep doing this better? How do I keep being better? All right, winners are cool. All right, I'm losing some. How do I minimize my loss? And then next winner shows up. You do, like that's the evolution of it. You just keep going and going. So, Dan Max, XP Realty, aka the Trading Agent, here to help y'all. If you have any questions, please reach out. Love you guys. Have a happy new year. Be safe, be thoughtful, enjoy yourselves. Hey, talk to you soon. Hey, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, stop by the Discord room. A link is in the description below. Also, if you'd like to help support more free content, the PayPal link is in the description as well. I appreciate your continued support of the channel.